hi. Just a second. Let me just I got things to do. Where's the magic? Nice. Okay. Cool. Hey, how are you guys doing? Thank you for joining. Good to see you, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Just a second. Right. Hi. Can you hear me well? I just woke up. Let me set this up real quick. Hope you guys are doing well. Get that started. Nice. Good. Okay, nice. Funko Pop. There we go. Audio good? Thank you, thank you. Oh, is the music volume okay? I hope it's okay. Alright, let me get this shared actually. Okay. So the title of the stream isn't everything about today's stream. It's just one of the topics I wanted to discuss. I also want to kind of talk about a few things like my IRL setup that I'm setting up right now. Some components that I'm putting together. See if you guys agree with what I'm doing. As well as some fest updates and the LA concert trip update. So we got a few things to talk about. And I also have new hololive merch that has arrived at my doorstep. See if we can open that on stream as well. So yeah, I guess we can start with the first topic. Funko Pop. How many of you have heard of this news of hololive officially collabing with Funko Pop? Do you even know what a Funko Pop is? Because we can start with that. It is this. And the reaction to it was like really interesting, so much so that it got me to do a stream about it, which is what I'm doing right now. Disgusting. Okay. All right. Hold your horses. I'll give you your opportunity to talk about why you have such a reaction, but easy now. Easy now. So I don't read it. Unfortunately, yes. Okay, alright. See how the reaction is quite different from the regular merch release or announcements. Emotionless horror. People don't like Funko Pop. Oh man, I know. Unfortunately, oh god, that's insane. That is actually insane. If you do side by side Nintendo version, literally night and day. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a look at what Funko Pop is. Look at their website and also look at Android stuff too and see if it's a fair comparison. And I want you guys' opinion on this, constructive opinion. Again, the reason why I'm talking about this on stream today is because I want to know and I want to learn more about why people have different reactions to Funko Pop in general, and what you guys think about Funko Pop and hololive that's happening here, so I can genuinely learn why people are having certain reactions and what are the reasons, right? Rather than going, I don't like it, go away, or things. I mean, I guess that's a valid reaction too, maybe, but I'm hoping to hear some constructive criticisms / constructive positivity or something like that, right? So, first of all, if you do not know what we're talking about, well, before we move on to the news or the Funko Pops, thank you everybody for your 5 months of base membership. Stinky Soulless. Okay, that's the very word that has been popping up a lot. The soulless. We'll get into it. We'll look into it. Well, thank you so much for your membership. So, if you don't know what we're talking about, let me give you context. So, Funko Pop is what should I say, a toy slash figurine kind of brand that has this somewhat of a unique style when it comes to making their figurines. So no matter the IP, most of the times they go for this look, this face, I should say, or this head. And recently they have announced that they are releasing 3 hololive members as Funko Pops, which is a first for hololive, right? And we have Sakura Miko here, we have Moriko IP here, and then we have Takanashi Kiara here. So that's what's happening. But again, the reaction. So this is the Funko Pop official Twitter page, and the reaction has been somewhat interesting. Quite different from what I've seen before for other merch announcements. Why are their eyes like that? I will be picking them up. I know people hate them, but I want some. I have so many expensive anime statues, so sometimes I want something not too crazy expensive. So that's also a reoccurring theme. It's not expensive, it's cheap. Okay. What is this? I didn't see this before. Doing my own research to disprove information, I would start believing, holy, it's fucking real. Okay, so, I kind of understand this meme because we're living in this AI age, right? So everything you see, you have to look for clues if it's real or not. And okay, I have no opinions, or I have no siding opinions on Funko Pops, other than the fact that, you know, the Funko Pop style is kind of, you know, not pretty. So I kind of get that, like why people hate on that. And I also see why a certain Welshman has surging hate whenever he sees Funko Pops. And I get that in terms of the what I should say, the art style, right? The creative choice that they made, sure. But I just didn't expect them to come out with hololive stuff. So when I saw this first, I thought, this must be like a fan-made, fan AI generated a little meme or something. I'm like, haha, funny. And then it turns out it was real. So I kind of understand why, you know, this is a thing. I don't care who Funko collabs with. I'm not buying their plastic. No. Okay. Any chance we'll get Ina? Yes, right? So that's the thing. Like, if they're gonna come out with Kiara and Callie, where the hell is Ina? Why did they leave her out? That's a valid criticism. Okay, I'm not gonna read that. So they are real. I love my girls, but I am buying this. Shades. Get me an Ina with her tentacles, or I'm a giant Takudachi, then I'll be game. So we have different opinions here. And for some reason my Chrome froze. Hello? Wait, my stream's not frozen, right? Wait, for some reason... Okay, the Funko Twitter page crashed. I can't... Hello? I've never had Twitter crash on me. Why can't I do anything? What the hell? Hello? I can't even like this. Wait, why is a Funko Pop Twitter page crashed on me? Twitter crashed on me, basically. It literally just crashed. I can't do anything. Wow. Okay, this is crazy. Oh, there we go. It's back. Oh, okay. It's back. Jeebus. All right. We good. So this I assume is a 3D model of it, right? And it does not represent the real deal, which I would love to see. So that's what's happening. That's the context. So I'm like, okay. The reaction to this definitely isn't well, you know, kind of typical. And yes, great, hello. I don't like Funko Pops, but these ladies are happy to have them, so I'm all more happy for them. That's a good reaction. I do like that. I guess for some people, it's not about the brand or of the merch or the figurines itself, or rather, the members that are involved in it. That's good. So supporting your Oshi. It took you so long, or something like that. Funko finally got me to purchase Funko, so I assume. Tell me if that's the case for you. Say me if it's the case for you. How many of you in chat has never gotten a Funko Pop, but this is about to become your very first Funko Pop? How many of you in chat? It could be a gateway into the rabbit hole. I know many people are in the rabbit hole. See, yeah, we have people. Okay, by the way, we're not here to shame anyone that likes this, okay? Let me make that absolutely clear. We're not here to shame on people that likes Funko Pops or are going to buy it, alright? That's not the point of the stream. The point of the stream is for me to understand why the hell are people having these reactions. I want to know more about it, right? Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Whoever said me, that's fine. We're not here to shame on you, alright? That's an honest reaction. And you know what? You know what? Here's the deal, okay? Hate me. Hate me. But for research and scientific purposes, I'm gonna get one. Even if I'm going to hate on it, I'm gonna get it, see for my eyes, examine it very closely in every metric way possible. Then I'm gonna hate it, okay? Then I'm gonna hate. And you can't say no to that. You can't say no to that, alright? Alright. And only because I've never owned a Funko Pop. So I don't really have that gauge in terms of, like, is it, like, really that shitty? That kind of thing, right? So I'm gonna get it. I think I'm gonna get at least Kiara, right? Then I'm gonna see, like, what you guys are talking about. But the reactions are crazy, kind of, for a lot of people. I love my Oshis, but I hate Funkos with the white-hot intensity of 1,000 suns. Oh, the dilemma. How many of you in chat are this person? Say me. Yeah. Why does Sakuramiko's look like it's a blushing Ultraman? I can kind of see. Okay, a lot of criticism are on the eyes. Oh, that's you, me. Oh, the dilemma. Oh, the dilemma. And the freaking Twitter crashed again. Maybe it's the GIFs. Okay. Yeah, so a lot of people are like, oh my god, like the eyes, like, or they already hated Funko Pop so much. Or some people have been collectors and they're like, oh hell yeah, hololive added to the collection. And some of you are split. They're like, oh, Funkos, I don't know, I don't know how I like the look of it, but I like my Oshis, things like that. And holy 50 gifted memberships in chat. Whilst we're having this Funko conversation. What the hell? Hello? Fluffy developer, thank you so much. What is going on here? Is this okay? You have to tell me. Fluffy developer, thank you so much for the 50 gifted memberships. Now, is the 50 gifted memberships towards your expression of hate of the Funko Pops or your love of the Funko Pops? You have to decide. What is the intention behind the 50 gifted memberships? Or is it just not relevant at all to Funko Pops and you just love me? If that's the case, thank you so much. Thank you for your 50 gifted membership. That is insane. I can get 50 Funko Pops, guys. No, it's not like that. I can get at least 30 Funko Pops with this money, and then CP refunded. As soon as I say that, CP refunded right away. Like, alright, you know what? Maybe it was my mistake to give 50 gifted memberships to this guy. He's getting 30 Funko Pops out of this money. I've never been interested in Pops, but these look pretty nice. Okay, see? Alright, so the guy that has gifted 50 gifted memberships have said these look pretty nice. So they must be right. Everyone else's opinion, invalid. I'm sorry. That's where the stream ends, everybody. Thank you for watching today. My name is hwikky, and today has been a good stream. It's literally pay to win. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really, really appreciate your support. And I hope you enjoy what I do. And thank you. Thank you. And if you have gotten a gift, please say thanks to Fluffy, okay? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. To be fair, this is one of the better Funkos out there. Interesting. Interesting. Let me look at the official Funko Pop webpage. Have you ever visited the official Funko Pop webpage? They even got K-pop Demon Hunters. That must mean they're cool and trendy, right? We're gonna celebrate. They even have Daft Punk. They have Stranger Things. They got Bridgerton. I don't know what that is. Pop Yourself. Okay, that's a crazy name. Pop Yourself. That is a crazy brand name. What the hell is a Pop Yourself? What is this? Single Pop. Take a selfie. Oh, what? Oh, it's literally Pop Yourself. You can build your own Funko Pop, guys. Holy hell. This is insane. Look at this. Wow, let me have a buff body with huge eyelashes. Wow, this is the future, guys. It's like I'm playing some kind of like Roblox or something. Wow. Okay, what matches my hair? Really? I'll go bald. How about that? You guys okay of me going bald? I will go bald for this one. Glasses kind of represents me, I guess. NFL, NBA, new graduate. Okay, okay, that word. Suits. Let me go full on. What are these? Oh, so you can just build your own. It's like a Lego. Interesting. Oh, the store in Hollywood also there's an offline store that does this in Hollywood. Interesting. Just get that. How about that? Some paddings. Sure. Sure. For that. Yeah, hell yeah. Okay. Accessories. Oh my god. Oh, you can even turn it 360. Oh wait, what? Okay, that's insane. Okay, so this is Funko Pop. This is Funko Pop. Oh, knife and beer. Okay, that's what was this combination? Okay, let me pick something more peaceful. No, the other hand. Hello? Oh, back. That. Okay, that's even more creepy. Okay, that's romantic. $4 USD each. Wait, so these are paid items. So on top of this, you have to. So if you want to add a cat, right? This is $4 more. Wow, it's literally a game. Okay. Okay, name your pop. How do you like this, guys? This is this is hwikky the 0.01 or something. I don't know. Yeah, that's cursed. Okay, I have to give it to you. That is quite cursed. How do I get out of here? Okay, this is hwikky. Oh my god. It's all caps as well. Ha! Ha! That's the future. That's the future, guys. That's the future. God damn. Is that his avatar? No, I don't think so. Looks good? Nah. Not so much. Okay. Okay, again, they don't give you a choice to get out of here. That's insane. Alright, let me go back to the store again. Alright. So, if you go to the Funko Pop store, you can see a lot of these creations. But the interesting that I found out, hear me out, is that, so the default is this face, right? This head, this squared off chin, crazy chin head. But if you actually look through it, they do make exceptions. So look at the Sonic branded one. And look at the One Piece one, okay? Look at that. Look at that. So I feel like some of them kind of killed it in terms of design. So I'm like, alright, Funko Pop, you know how to make cool looking faces. So you don't have to stick to it. And the price, there is no price difference either. It's exactly the same price. It's not like a premium model or something. So they're capable of doing this, and yet they still choose to not do that for some of them. So I'm like, what's the deal here? Like, this is Luffy. So this goes back to kind of like the generic Funko Pop style. But then they can still do cool looking stuff. I'm okay with something like this, right? I mean, they're like, all right, like that's kind of closer to, okay, maybe it's because it's an animal, right? But they can still do something like this. I'm like, okay. So they have the capability of accurately representing the source material. Then they go back to this, right, for hololive. And I'm like, what's the line of the generic Funko Pop face versus like more accurate like representation? How do they choose that, and why did they choose that? I think that's interesting. The fancy face still has the eyes. They're just hidden with eye coverings. Oh, I mean, hold on. But I've seen some other lineups that had different eyes as well. I just have to look for it. There was one. There was like this, okay, but you know what? They weren't humans, though. I guess that's the difference. They're never humans. So, maybe that's why. So, everything human, it's like this, perhaps. We have Kiara here. So, would you say out of like the entire style of Funko Pop, like what's your... Let's start with this. What's the biggest... Ah, man, that's not for me. Point of a Funko Pop. Let's start with that in chat. Since we're in the Funko Pop website, and we're looking at a hololive Funko Pop figure. What's the biggest... you have to choose one, okay? What's the biggest moment for you? It doesn't have to be just aesthetic, but it can be aesthetic. No, you can't say everything, you know, that's kind of biased. There has to be a solid reason why. You can't just go out there and hate on everything Funko Pop, right? Well, I mean, it's your life. You are free to do that, so I can't judge you, but, you know... if it's human, then it's the Funko head. I see. The head, so the head itself is the biggest. It's the face. Because better alternative exist. Okay, we'll look into the alternatives per your suggestions. The face, the eyes, undetailed. Well, I don't have the real thing here, but just judging by this, it looks okay in terms of the detail. The face, the head. So okay, the head and the face and the eye. So basically the eye feature and the head is basically what your biggest criticism is for a Funko Pop. And it's not even about the hololive, right? It's just about Funko Pop in general, right? That's what you're saying. I don't want to keep it in a box and there's no stand. So next by my other figures, they might fall. Wait, they don't have a stand? Wait, really? Well, okay, hold on. I thought they did. They do, right? No, they do have a stand. So if you look at the... See, if you look at the inside here, it does come with a stand. But I guess they didn't up until now? The stand criticism? Yeah, it does have a stand. Only Miko has a stand. What? Why? I mean, it is a 3D illustration, so maybe it's not... Okay, it doesn't have it, right? Huh. Alright. So for few pops, not for everything. That's odd. Don't want to have a stand that you attach to the feet. Okay. Oh, she's on 1 foot. Oh, you're right. Okay. So Miko's posture is different. So she has to have a stand. Oh, but for Kiara and Kelly, they're just standing normally, so they don't need one? Okay, that is odd, but that does mean they are able to stand up on themselves. That's what it seems like, right? Aha. Alright. I don't collect Figumas I can't pose unless it's a character I really like. So also, yeah, that's another question I want to ask. Okay, so first of all, the first question that I asked, which I got answers from you guys, the major criticism is the face, basically the whole head, right? The whole head, that includes the facial features, including the eyes. That's the biggest criticism. Alright, okay. And few of you did mention like the details or the lack thereof, or the quality, which I can't be an accurate like the judge of that as of right now until I get one. So that's that too. And also a few people might say it's not posable or it doesn't have a stand. Okay, that's fine. What about, okay. I can kind of already see the future when I ask this question, but I'm going to ask anyway because I have to be the fair MC here, hosting this stream today, alright? Again, I don't have a particular bias yet, other than the fact that I'm also not a fan of the face. But I must ask you this. What is the one thing that you do like about the Funko Pops? Be gentle. Oh, the price. Okay, it's cheap. Alright. Actual good reasons. The price. Just too cartoony? Okay, no, we're talking about the positive stuff, alright. Okay, cheap. Okay, cheap merch for my Oshi. Pretty cheap. The body detail sometimes is pretty impressive. Okay. There are some. Okay, you guys are making some good points here. The price, the body detail, I guess. Oh, the body detail, huh? Alright. So we have the other side of the opinion here. Some said detail is not, they don't like it. Some say details on the body they like. Okay. The range of the IP and characters rather than how other figures. Oh, okay. So Funko Pop just basically has everything. That's what you're saying, right? So you have a lot to choose from. That's true. Nothing? Alright. Okay. I get you. Wallet friendly. I think that is the biggest point here. Because price is important. I mean, you can get the most crazy, detailed, high quality figure ever created in this mankind history. But if the price is like gazillion dollars, that defeats the purpose. But if it's $14.99, maybe $16, $17 including tax, then we're like, okay, alright, okay. If I buy a Funko of my Oshi, does it support my Oshi? If no, skip. Yeah, I mean, that's how all merch is, right? Your Oshi gets a cut in some way, shape, or form. That's why they always say merch is like the biggest. Well, okay, hold on. Any industry experts here? Because for birthday, anniversary kind of unique limited time merch, they do get a lot of cut, I heard. But what about for things like this? For things like this, what's the cut that they get? Do they even get a cut? Do they even have a choice of becoming a Funko? Did Takanashi Kiara, my Oshi from Hololive English Myth, did she ever even get a choice, a say in becoming a Funko Pop? That's a whole different question. That's a whole different question that I am very curious about, which cover will definitely not tell us. And I'm sure they had a say, I'm sure. They can't be... No one gets forced into becoming a Funko, right? I mean, that's a punishment? or a blessing? Hard to say in this kind of thing. It is. Huh. I'm sure their manager advised them of it. Yeah, I mean, it could be. I mean, we'll never know. Let's just say that, right? Out of the bat. We will never know. Everything that we say is just pure speculation, right? We don't know anything. But, I mean, maybe they're like, it just... How about this? Since we're talking about the upside of the Funko Pops, let's say, why hololive slash cover slash Oshis would consider this perhaps a good idea. And there's one thing that I have in mind, and that's this. Funko Pop, it's everywhere. They're available in every mall. They're available in every town, basically. They're available across the USA. Availability, exactly. There is affordability. On top of that, there is availability. So chances are, you walk into your local mall, and the chance of coming across your Oshi in a Funko Pop form is never a zero. And that is huge. And perhaps that is what they're, I'm not going to say pay for, perhaps that is what they're betting on. Sure, the Funko Pop style itself is not liked across the board, particularly across the, I'm going to state specifically, it's not liked across the otakus, the classic general otakus that's in chat in this stream today. That's including me, okay? We are more used to anime like figurines because we are, who are we? Weebs. However, we also have to consider the fact that regular people that's just walking into a mall, like, what do they think about Funko Pops, right? What do they think? Do you think, let's say you presented this to your normie friend, or your mother, or your father, what do you think they will say about a Funko Pop, right? Let's say you got a Mori Calliope Funko Pop right now, in hand, and you're like, mother, what is your take on this? Will she be like, better get an Android? Or, or will she like, oh, that's pretty cool. You wanna buy one? I'll buy you one. It's only $14.99. So, since we already covered about the aesthetics side, I'm looking into the actual brick and mortar store experience side, which is nothing to scoff at, right? Yeah, it's just say the most they would say is, oh, neat, exactly. My normie dad would call it junk. Oh, all right. Maybe your normie dad just hates everything. All right. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. No hate to your normie dad. I'm sorry. My emotions got out of hand. but I mean, there is a chance. Maybe your normie dad is that kind of a person. That kind of a middle-aged man who just hates everything in life. All right. He hates you too, maybe. No. He loves you. He loves you. I'm sure. And my mom collects Funko Pops. Oh wait, really? Okay, we have a very interesting case here. So, we have somebody in chat. Okay, again, we're not mocking anybody, okay? This is just an observation that really interests me. A mother that's collecting Funko Pops. And I would like to ask a question. Is your mother into these kind of like anime or kind of just general like cultures like this? Like entertainment cultures like this? Or is she collecting it because she just likes the collecting aspect, but she doesn't really know about VTubers or animes or perhaps these kind of movies or things like that? Because I mean that could be the case too. A lot of times people just buy stuff, right? Especially if it's like kind of affordable and they're sitting in their malls. And they're like, the box, my honest opinion, the head features, not my cup of tea, okay? But the box design is pretty cool for displaying as is. That's what I'm going to say. Oh, she's a Marvel fan. Okay. So that kind of makes more sense. Then she already had a gateway into a gateway and a good reason to start collecting these stuff. Because I assume they have Marvel stuff too, right? So let's see. Do they have Marvel stuff? Marvel. I mean, they have Batman. Surely Marvel. Of course. They will never leave Marvel alone. And they got a lot of stuff. Holy moly. They even have backpacks? Did you guys know they have backpacks? Plush backpacks. Wow. Okay. That's interesting. Alright. That makes more sense. But, do you kind of understand, like, the approach that I'm looking into here? And maybe that's why they decided to do this? In my eyes, A normal regular person might walk into a store and they might see this. An orange lady here just standing and holding a drumstick of a chicken. And they're like, oh, this is neat. And they pick one up. And then they start looking into where Takanashi Kiara is from. And they're like, huh, maybe they're interested in it. And maybe they get into it. And then that gets them into the rabbit hole. Or is this too much of a hopium? What do you guys think? Is this scenario way too perfect, ideal, utopian world type stuff that I'm speaking here? Or do you think there is genuinely a chance of a normal, regular person walking into a store, getting into hololive via a Funko Pop? I swear, if you use any of the Patreon/YouTube member funds for Funko Slop, hey, thank you, Blob, for your 10 months of base membership. It seems like your contribution to the membership will be a perfect gateway and excuse for me to get into a Funko Pop. So thank you so much for your timely support to my YouTube endeavor. You know what? My orange Lamborghini could wait, because today we have orange Funko Pop. Thank you so much, Blard. You know, I'm going to specifically point your name out when I buy a Funko Pop for my next visit to the US. I'm like, you know what? This one's for you, Blard. This one's for you. I'll remember you. Thank you so much. Let's see. Scruffy says, oh, I don't know if I see a lot of people, a lot of a halo effect from Pops. The market is people who already know the talents. Okay. With the collaboration they have in the US, like Papa's Cream Puffs, etc., they're clearly testing the waters and then further expanding. Right, so let me ask you this. Is Funko Pop a US-based company/brand? Is it American, I should say? Time to post Funko Wawa next to Funko Colonel Sanders? Wait, they have KFC? Wait a minute. Oh my god! Oh my god! You know what? We have found the use of Takanashi Kiara Funko Pop. Here you go. Here we are. Here it is. Here it is. Colonel Sanders and Takanashi Kiara side by side. You know what? I'm actually gonna do that. We found the purpose of Funko Pop. Hololive Takanashi Kiara. This is what I have to do. I have to do this. Hell yeah. They have branding with everything. Are you sure? Everything? Okay. First of all, Kiara got some competition here. Where is KFP merch then? They have KFC backpacks and purses and drumstick buckets. Where's KFP? We have to up our game here. Okay, you say everything, but do they have Wendy's? See? You see? They don't have Wendy's. See? So they don't have everything. If they don't have Wendy's, they don't have everything. That's how I look at it. Do they have McDonald's? See? No McDonald's. No McDonald's. See? Yeah. Only KFC. That is biased. That's biased. Their favoritism, okay? We have KFP now, alright? But do they have Doom? Doom? Okay. Doom. Oops. They do have the Marvel Doom, but no Doom. No Doom, unfortunately. Oh, they have Jollibee. Okay, so they don't have Doom confirmed. Jollibee. Did I spell that wrong? 2 L's, okay. Huh? Oh, Jollibee. Jollibee, right? They don't have Jollibee. No. Maybe it's not on the website, perhaps. Maybe they just don't have it on the website. Maybe it was a limited run and they don't have it anymore, right? Okay, alright. Alright, so the one of the comment in chat that I have read was people are not necessarily going for Funko Pops because they're Funko Pops. they're getting into them because of whatever they like. Whether it be Marvel stuff, whether it be hololive stuff in this case, or whatever they like. So that's what you're saying. So would you guys say there is a low chance of anybody just walking to a store just for the sake of Funko Pop and getting this just for the sake of liking the look of it and then getting into the rabbit hole? Is that too much of a ideal utopian scenario for cover? Maybe? Okay, so No one buys Funkos because they want Funkos. But I don't know. You know what? But then we have those crazy shots of people lining up their walls with Funkos, right? And all the Funkos that they get, it can't be from a single franchise that they like, right? So, okay. Have you ever seen these kind of pictures? I'm sure I can find something. Funko Pop wall collection, right? If you see if you watch oh, okay, here we go. Boom. Boom. Okay, that's all Star Wars, I guess. Boom. I mean, we have this. So I kind of refuse to believe that people are not getting this because Funko. Because to me, this seems like they're getting it because it's Funko. GameStop has more Funko Pops than games. That must mean they sell really well. No? What's the how about this? Let me go to Google. Funko Pop sales figure 2025. Funko Q3 2025 results showed a 14.3% year-over-year decline. Okay, that's not a good start. In net sales to $250.9 million, driven by a 20.1% drop in US sales. 20.1% drop in US sales. Though the company maintained a strong 40.2% gross margin. Okay. Despite declining revenue, Bitty Pop and other core collectibles continued to perform, helping the company achieve a small net profit of $0.9 million. Okay, so it sounds... Okay, so it doesn't sound like they're popping off, like their name suggests. It's just the GameStop fell off? Okay, so you're saying it's not just about the Funko Pop here then? I mean, we're only looking at the quarterly report, so I want more of the whole year, the yearly. Funko projects full year 2025 net sales to be between 1.05 billion. Wow. So okay, they're in the billions, but it's not the net sales. Well, let's see. So probably 100 decline in the US demand and high debt. Oh, high debt. Although the company maintained a strong 40.2 gross margin, the company aims to stabilize, focusing on Bitty Pop. What the hell is a Bitty Pop sales? And make culture pop to drive growth. Full year outlook is in the billion, but they're barely making it even, is what we saw. It seems like, or they have a lot of debt. The company is managing high debt, 241 million as of Q3 of 2025, and trying to correct overproduction issues from previous years. Overproduction. But despite the decline, Funko sustained a high gross margin of roughly 40%, indicating continued demand for its core fans. Maybe that's what's cutting here. Okay. Hey, Funko itself has posted press release details. Oh my god. Okay, so you didn't expect this, did you? When I say I really wanted to get into this, this is what I meant. Have you ever considered yourself getting into a Funko website, looking and reading their third quarter 2025 financial results? See? That's the world we are living in right now. If we are going to criticize Funko Pop, this is the depth that we are walking into. We're not gonna be some brainless Twitter user that sends hate of Funko Pops everywhere we can whenever we see one. No, we're going to base it on facts. Actually, did you read the Funko Report's third quarter 2025 financial results? These are the facts, and therefore Funko Pop sucks. I know we actually have data. Okay, all right. I mean, we can hate it aesthetically too, sure, but you know, at least we can say we did our due diligence. And you can quote their actual website. And actually, their gross margin is 40.9%. However, they are in debt of millions or something like that. It is. You're right. Salamagan, you are 100% right. You can't just hate it for the looks. You're 100% right. But the reason why I'm just kind of skimming through this is so that I can get a better idea of the whole bigger picture. I'm not saying you have to do this. And you know what? I am not an expert. I don't know how to read this anyway. So I'm just pretending that I'm like, and just moving on. So I'm not understanding. I'm like, ooh, numbers. Minus bad, plus good. That's how I look at it. All right. But it does so. But judging by whatever they have here and whatever you guys are telling me, it does seem like they have some debt issues, and perhaps the overproduction is one of the key words of understanding like the Funkos in general. Because I've walked into a few stores when I was visiting the U.S. and I do remember coming across walls and walls of Funko Pops pretty easily. But they are amusing to look at. But if you flip that, they're all just sitting there. Stocks that are not being circulated, right? So it's not necessarily a good thing. They're not flying off the shelves, perhaps. And although, you know, you have to understand, people just order them from the website. You know, that's a thing too now. I guess there are double-sided, I should say, perspectives in this. There are filler episodes in merge form. Interesting. But I mean, perhaps going back to that, you know, brand or IP value, or I should say, what's the word I'm looking for? You know, people that are into a certain IP, right? So for us, coming back to, what is it? Hololive. So perhaps, like we saw some people in chat or, you know, Twitter comments, some people are willing to make this their very first Funko, including myself. Mainly because they want to support their Oshi. And Hololive in general, I guess. For me, I just want to get it in hand so I can better understand. So I guess it's a bit of a mixed talk in that regard. But again, yeah, going back to making this conversation more simple, right? Like simpler conversation would be, hey, do you like the look of Funko Pops? No? Okay, like there's that. And I totally get that. I totally get it. And to be honest, I'm going to be honest. I'm not a fan of how it looks. I just am not. When I first set my eyes on, you know, not only just Kiara, it's not even about Kiara or Hololive. When I set my eyes on just the whole Funko Pop in general, I'm like, they took the souls out of my Oshi. Like that was my initial reaction. No, my first reaction was, haha, funny, this is a fan-made AI picture. And then I found out this wasn't a haha funny, this is a AI, like fan-made AI picture. It was real. And then my second reaction was, they took the souls out of my Oshi. So I 100% agree with that. In terms of like, the look is not something that you guys are liking. Yeah, literally what I said in Discord. I'm like, they took the souls out of my Oshi. And then I understand the Welshman and why he hates it, perhaps. So coming from the aesthetics, sure. Honestly, with shipping costs, these Kiara Funkos have a huge low-cost advantage. Must support Kiara, though. Oh, you're right. So you're saying the cut... If there is a cut that Kiara is getting, it would be very, very tiny, is what you're saying, right? And maybe, you know, it's just the licensing fee. That's how they got the cut. And it's just like a lump sum of licensing fee. You know, because that's what they do. That's what IPs do, right? Intellectual properties. They earn money by giving the licensing. And maybe that's how they got it. And for the rest of the sales, it doesn't matter how many they sell. And they already got their cut. And that's it, maybe. Hello, John Smith. Hello, welcome to the stream. Okay, moving on to the next conversation. The most... Okay, okay, what am I trying to say? So many of you have said this. I would get a Nandroid over this anytime, every day. Do you agree with that in chat? Is that your opinion too? Because I heard that comparison so many times when I was looking into this topic. Yes, 100%, yes. Yes, yeah, okay, alright. So for you, I have an Android page. See, I'm ready when it comes to these talks. Nandroids. What is your opinion on Nandroids? What's the one thing you like about Nandroids? How about we start with the same question we asked about Funko Pops. What's the one thing you like about Nandroids? Looking at my collection right now. Okay, we have collectors in chat too. That's very nice. Much better. Okay, that's a bit of a broader term. How about like narrowing it down to specific points that you like, so we can have like a collective reasoning. Their life and soul is back. Okay, I mean it has to do a lot with the eyes, I assume. Much better looking design. Interchangeable faces. That's a good point. Very good point. And now you can even design your own, I think. Like pop yourself in some ways. I own a bunch of Nendos. Much more expressive, versatility, and accurate. You can swap. Oh my god, the speed of chat as soon as we move into the Nandroid topic is insane. More characters. They do have a lot of characters. Great representation of the characters. More detail than Funko. Cute! Exclamation! 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 Okay. Head is not massive. Whoa! Whoa! Hold on! What do you mean? This is What do you mean head is not massive? I think they're both. Okay, you're right. Yeah, valid point. Also look at Kiara's Nendo number. Let's see. Takanashi. Kiara. There we go. Oh wait, but I don't have it here. Huh? Wait, why not? Takanashi Kiara Nendoroid. Oh, they don't have it on the US side for some reason. No, it's here, There we go. Okay, that's cute. Alright, you know what? Okay, alright, so, that's not a competition, it seems. That makes sense. Extra parts, nice as well. Also posable. Very posable. Accessories and posable. So, you have a lot to like about Nandroids from you guys, it seems. Oh, the number is 2672. I hate when I can't escape this. I can't escape this. I can't. You broke me. You broke me. What's the number for Kiara Funko then? 2293. Okay. You know what? Just for this, I have to choose Funko, guys. Just because of the product number, I have to go Funko. I'm sorry. You know what? Funko all the way. They're not brain rotted, at least. Rokunana. Yes, yes. Very funny. Very funny. Yes, it's highly entertaining. You guys are so funny. It's definitely not an overused joke at this point. It's so new. I heard it for the first time ever. Amusing. Alright. Okay. But if you look at the general quality, the details, the design, the features, and just the overall vibe, Nendroid, highly appealing. However, there is one thing that we have to keep in mind. The price difference. So a regular base Inugami Korone is $40.99. This is $14.99. So there's a huge price gap. I mean, some can go... So, and also, they're not all the same, right? That's also a huge thing that I noticed about Nendroids. Funkos, it seems like they're the same across the board, regularly, right? For a regular Funko, $14.99, $14.99, $14.99, unchanged. This, depending on who you choose, it can be $40.99, it can be $49.99, and it can be $45.99. $59.99. 60. Okay, that has more feet, more tentacles. Sure. So it really varies. But for what reasoning, right? So that's one thing I want to kind of point out. The one of the main comparisons that was keep being brought up is the Nendroids. But I don't know if it's really fair, in my personal opinion. Yes, I think this is superior in terms of the design and the details and the features it offers. But I mean, that's a huge price difference. $14.99 versus a $40.99. So yes, of course, this would have more details and more features. No? Like that's where I'm looking at right now. Isn't that a fair comparison though? I mean, 49 more money, more details, more features, right? So I don't know. Bro, the design is way better. Yes, you are right, which I already acknowledged. But some of you are also complaining about the quality, right? And the lack of details of the Funkos. So in that regards, maybe we can cut some slack because of the price difference. The only reason I'm saying this is I'm not a shill for Funko Pops. It's not like there's a secret Funko Pop society that's aiming a Glock 19 behind me, behind the curtains here. If I say anything bad, they'll just end me right here on stream. No, that's not what's happening here. But I'm like, you know, the price difference is something that we just can't ignore. So that is what I'm saying. Specifically because many of you were mentioning Nendroids, specifically, right? Here you go, hwikky, buy your Kiara Nendroid. I'm still mad at Good Smile for not releasing Mume Nendroid. I'm mad too. They even had the whole thing ready to go. But, you know, I don't think it's on their part, really. Maybe cover canceled it, who knows. And they can't, yeah, I don't know. Morning weekend, hello. Buy both and compare. That's a very good one. Yes, I will do that. I don't have, surprising, I know, I don't have Kiara on Android yet. But thank you, GamerFoo, for your super chat, your orange super chat. Did you do that on purpose, GamerFoo? Did you do that? Did you make an orange super chat on purpose so I can get the orange lady as an Android? And Funko Pop? No, I'm just kidding. I will get it though. But thank you so much. I'll put the money towards it for sure. I guess, yeah, me going to Japan and LA soon, great shopping opportunity. Hopefully I can come across the Funko at least. I'm sure I can get the Kiara and Android in Japan when I'm there. But the Funko, I assume I can only get it when I'm in the US, and I'll have to be lucky to come across a hololive one. If they even offer it offline, we don't even know that. I don't think. Oh, I mean, they're not released yet, so we'll see. Hey, Just Go Personal, thank you so much for your 7 months of membership. Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Okay. Sophie says the appeal of Funko is that they are affordable and easy enough to make that even the most niche series and characters can get them. Very true. The problem was they flooded the market and choked out other novelties and became synonymous with junk. Very good point. Okay, that is the perfect segue to the next point I want to get into. So far we talked about the aesthetics, the design, how we don't like the head, the face, and the eyes, the soulless eyes. We also talked about maybe potential quality issues. We also talked about, in comparison to the Nandroids, how we like the Nandroids better because of these features. We also covered the price aspects. We also covered freaking Funko Q3 of 2025 reports on how they're doing financially. Alright? Now, so far the criticism and the hate was mainly based on the soulless design of a Funko Pop. But that is a great segue to perhaps the real reason why you actually hate Funko Pop. Was the design really the only reason why you do not like Funko Pops? Or is there something else? That's what I want to know in chat. Go free, go ham. Why is it? And perhaps one of the reasons why, I can start with Sophie's comment here, is because from a regular hobbyist point of view, everywhere you go, every store you walk into have been flooded and just overturned with Funkos. And that goes to the overproduction aspect of these financial analysis that we saw from Gemini there on Google based on Yahoo Finances. I think it was Yahoo Finances. Somebody. So what's the real reason? Yes, I think aesthetics, sure, but do you have more deeper reasons? Perhaps more personal experiences with Funko Pops, which got for you to hate on them, or not dislike them. They have oversaturated the market and they don't sell. Junko Pops. The Funko community is at fault too. Okay, that's an interesting point there. I want to know more about that. The Funko community. Funkos are much easier to find in the US than Japan. Very true. Which we did mention of how that could be a plus for people perhaps coming across a Kiara figure and maybe getting into hololive. But, that's maybe too ideal too. With limited space in the house, more appealing look and presentation on the shelf, Nando all the way. Pricey, yes, but worth it. That is very true. However, to not forget that Nandroid tried very hard to get rid of that packaging and replacing with a generic white box. Do not forget that, okay? Nandroid is not perfect. They have their own faults. And they have their own past of trying to rip away the soul of your Oshi. And that was the packaging debacle. And failed, you're right, and failed, but the important thing is they tried. Something got them to try. In decision-making process, maybe the board, whoever they have, somebody within the company, higher up, said, you know what? I think it's a fantastic idea to replace our beautiful, presentable packaging into a generic white box, and everyone will still be happy to fork out their hard-earned cash towards our product. Somebody said that, hence why they decided to go for it. So, at the end of the day, they're all companies for profit, okay? We know why they try to go for the generic white boxes. It's because it saves money. Cut that crap out of environmental friendliness, alright? I hate that. Now, let's just say you want to earn some more money. You just say you want more profit margin, alright? It's the same shenanigans that Apple always tries to pull off too. And they're like, we got rid of the charging bricks for environmental reasons, and yet they make their phones unbelievably unrepairable, which ends up in the landfill anyway because it's hard to recycle. So like, hello, right? Just say, you know what? We don't want the extra cost. And I'm like, okay, at least you're honest. So those kind of things. I don't know, man. VTubers are kind of cringe I can't fully embrace, but Funko Pops are cringe I can't embrace. Okay, so you just don't like it because it's cringe. But why is it cringe though? I mean, aesthetics? Is that why it's making you cringe, or just something else about it? Funko dilutes the characters and feel like getting IKEA designs, but at least IKEA is functional. Oh, okay, that's a jab. That's a jab. Hard to disagree about Apple phone. They recycle most of them. It's not about recycling. It is about recycling. But if they really, really cared about the environmental friendliness of a product, they would have let consumers easily fix them. And you know what? It's not just Apple that does this. It's just the trend of technology going forward. So maybe it's not unfair. Or maybe it is unfair to just say Apple. But it is valid that Apple is at the forefront of that movement. Right? See, Scruffy, that's the huge. You know what? That's the huge if. I don't know if you've ever been to these factories or facilities. I've been to them, okay? The recycle facilities. Even our generic, like, plastic bottle recycling facilities. You know what they end up doing? They just end up clumping everything into one single burning trash. Why? Because majority of these cities or towns or companies, they don't even have the equipment to recycle anyway. Or they don't have the funds, or they just don't feel like it. So they just end up at the landfill. The recycling scenario, which is very, something that I support. I recycle my trash every day, okay? I do it. But the hard reality is, only in utopia where everything gets recycled 100%. So Apple can claim, and they do try. I'm not saying they don't. They do have their research and facilities that they try to recycle as much product as possible. But, that's not happening 100%, right? And if they really, really, really wanted environmental friendliness, they would not make their phones to be thrown away so easily. What I'm telling you is, they shouldn't even have people to throw them away from the first place. They should be designed so that they can be opened up, battery easily replaceable, or things to be upgradable, screen not product ID coded, so when you swap something else in from another phone, the phone breaks, or that function is not available. Those kind of things, those kind of practices. Like, why go out of your way to do that, right? And you're right, even plastic. I went to like DuPont, no, not DuPont, what's that plastic? There is a plastic, really, really huge plastic corporation that I visited a factory of, and they straight up told me, you know what, most plastics, even especially the one labeled eco-friendly plastics, they're hardly recyclable. Why? Because they have specific processes, and so people just end up not bothering anyway. So okay, let me backtrack on my statements of dumping on Apple. It's not just Apple doing this. It's everyone doing this in the entire world, okay? However, the biggest problem that I have with Apple is that they claim that every movement that they do with getting rid of charge. Why the hell am I dunking on Apple? I was talking about Funko Pops. The conversation has veered off significantly, but I'm going to end my statement since I started it. What I'm saying is, they're claiming that everything they do is out of respect of the environment, is for protecting the environment. But other stuff that they do are not. So they cancel each other. I respect that they're doing these researches of net zero of their Apple headquarters. I respect that they're thinking about environmental friendly packagings. Very cool, and they're still good looking, satisfying to open, and yet they're environmentally friendly. They reduce the amount of plastics involved. Great. I like, the charger brick argument. You do have a point. Perhaps many people don't need them, and they can buy it. They can buy one if they want one. They could maybe reduce the landfill, sure. But the problem is they go do the opposite anyway, right? So that's what this is. That's what this conversation is about. And again, you're right. It's not just Apple that's doing this. Everyone is doing this. But you have to acknowledge the fact that Apple is the leading figure into these kind of movements or these kind of choices. Apple does a lot of things first, and everyone else follows, right? So yes, that's again. Why the hell are we talking about Apple? We're here to talk about Funko, but Funkos though, going back to our talk about like why people hate Funkos, maybe it's not just about the aesthetic. Somebody mentioned about the Funko community. I don't know what that's about. What is that about? And also, the fact that they're just everywhere. But today, I mean, I get that they're overtaking perhaps like a shelf space that could be reserved for other things potentially. But I mean, today, like online, we can pretty much get anything we want. So like, is that a valid criticism? I don't know. I mean, at the end of, I know the answer to the conversation today. At the end of the day, you know what it will come down to? It's simple as this. I just don't like the look of it. And it's cringe. Okay, that's fine. And that's fine. That's fine. It's fine to be that simple. I'm not trying to tell you or convince you that your reasoning has to be more complex. I'm not telling you that in order to hate on Funko Pops, you have to bring more like source or something, like more like PhD articles or something. That's not what I'm telling you. I'm just trying to understand the general criticism or opinions about Funko Pops in general, as a whole, to better understand as a person who's getting into this, thanks to hololive. And perhaps I can make a video out of this, freaking A, since I'm talking based on everything we talked about today. Jesus. Let's see. It's not just aesthetics at all, it's the stereotype. I'm just going to say it. Reddit ruined it. Oh my god, okay. This conversation is getting deeper and wider. Okay, first we were talking about just Funko Pop's eyes soulless. And then we talked about Funko Pop's taking over the shelves. And then we're talking about Funko Pop's community. And then we're talking about Reddit. You know what? I don't know if I want to get into the Reddit conversation here because I'm a small guy, okay? I'm only a small YouTuber that barely has 50,000 subscribers here, alright? And if I start hating on Reddit in general, I can't manage that. Will you be my knight in shining armor to protect me from the swarms of Reddit people or whoever community? I can't deal with this. I can't. Oh, no. We want more constructive criticism, okay? We can't start waging wars on communities. That's not what this stream's about. I can't do this. I'm only so small. I can't. Or unless you're an assassin, a ninja that's deliberately, carefully crafting an attack onto poor old hwikky here. All right, like please have mercy on me, please. Yes, I'm all ears in terms of why, but you can't just name drop these huge names on top of my lap. What am I supposed to do with this name? Reddit, a whole Reddit. I just wanted to understand a cute Kiara Funko Pop. What do you mean you're name dropping Reddit on my lap? Hello? I can't do this. Something more manageable, or at least a good reasoning why, before you name drop names. Help! If any Redditors come across the stream, please have mercy. I have nothing against you. Okay, I even have a Reddit account, even though I never really post anything. But please. Look at what you started, boss man. I don't know. I didn't start. It's all him. Take him away. Okay, take him away. It's not me. All right. There are, let's see, in the end, it's also value and pricing. How many people like the aesthetic if the price fulfills the value they want? If it fits, everything's fine. That's a very good point too. You'll be surprised by this, okay? But for many people, looks doesn't matter. I know, crazy, right? I mean, if it was like a home appliance or a car, right? Then yeah, I would say, okay, I mean, as long as it's efficient and functioning, and it's cheap, value, good. I'll buy it, even if it's ugly as sin. But a figurine, in our minds, I mean, the whole point of getting a figurine like this is because of the aesthetics, no? But you'll be surprised, no? For more people than you think, just want to have something on a shelf. And that's the function of this piece. Like a home appliance, like a laundry machine, like a dishwasher, like a TV. Does anyone really care about the design of a TV, right? It's just there to provide you entertainment, to fill that hole that you're trying to fill in your home interior, right? So for a lot of times, this comes across and they're like, oh, okay, you know, I kind of have these empty walls. That's kind of boring. I want to fill them with something colorful and poppy, okay? But I don't want to go crazy ham. Hey, it's just my local Walmart has some of these cool looking figures. Oh, Iron Man. I've heard about Iron Man. Superman? I heard about Superman. Okay, $14.99. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I'll get two, and I'll just prop them up on my wall. And that's the whole process of decision making. For us, I'm gonna say this. Every single one of you in chat, including myself, we are terminally weebs. So we have very different standards, i.e. picky, specific, alright? We can't let these things slip by, alright? And that's fine. We are proud. We are proud, okay? We are proud to be connoisseurs of figurines, looking at them, examining carefully. And, you know, valid criticisms make high quality products, right? That's what we are. But perhaps that's why there is a misunderstanding and mismatch for us to try to understand a Funko Pop, while a Funko Pop just isn't designed for that. Designed for us. Right? Bro, Funko Pop on the big 2026. Come on. Oh, okay. So we have a new person in chat that's adding opinions. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? This stream is not about Funko Pop great, Funko Pop bad. It is actually. It is. What am I? I'm just lying to myself. It is. It's both. But it's just perhaps we are just wrong people to ask. But that's what makes this interesting because, but then we freaking have hololive Funko Pops now. Like, then now what? Did they ever have anime Funko Pops? And to that question, yes, they have One Piece, I saw. I think they have other things too. Like, they have, like, Sanrio stuff. They have other anime themed stuff too, I think. When I say anime, I'm saying anime style. But now we have hololive, and we just can't ignore it. Up until today, we could say, you know what? I'll just pretend it doesn't exist. Funkos don't exist. No. And then we can just move on. But now, it is here, bearing the name of hololive. So, now what? Now what do we do? And this is where people are split, right? From anything Funko Pop, I will not spend a single cent on. To, hey, I wasn't a big Funko Pop fan, or I was just, you know, indifferent about it. But since it is my Oshio, or since it is hololive, perhaps I'll try it. Or at least in the middle. Dilemma. I'm split, and I don't know what to do. So that's the thing. That's what makes this so interesting. Up until now, we could just ignore it and go about our day. But now it's here, then what do we do? Are we still gonna ignore and go about our day? Which we can, right? Which we are free to do. Or are you gonna try it? And I'm sure this is something that's very interesting for the talents themselves to think about or perhaps try to talk about. Although I don't see anyone talking about this specific topic like I am doing on their streams. But, like, what would they be thinking? I surely, as as people who's they themselves have become the Funko Pops, they have their opinions, I assume, and they are probably reading all these comments, right? All these comments about like like this, right? So like how, and then like how do we make out of this? So that's why I thought this is very interesting of a topic to get into, because it's just so. Yes, we can end on saying Funko Pop ugly next. Again, we can do that. But I'm like, wow, this, I didn't really expect like this amount of reactions to a Funko Pop. Like so much so that people are like, hell nah, right? Right? Oh my god. Love you, Kiwawa, but I refuse to buy this ugly shit. So see something like this. They're like, oh my god, same here. So any reactions like this from any reaction like this too, or no way too. Okay, so I was trying to say, we have these wide variety of opinions about this Funko Pop topic. Anywhere from, I hate this so much, to, hey, I like it. These comments are not helping my case. How they just somehow managed to make the eye look even worse than usual, holy cow. Hololive, made for tourists as used slap has always been. Well, okay, but we're gonna cut. What this guy's mentioning is this how they typed hololive. Well, this is not official like Funko Pop account, right? I assume this is like a fan-made account. That's just posting everything Funkos, right? Right? Is this? It's fan account. It's fan account, right? I'm not sure anymore. Is it? Yeah, is it? Huh. Okay. Well. Okay. You know what? I think we've looked at it enough. Maybe it's like the sales. I mean, but they did say. I mean, hololive. Okay, well, it's okay. It's, you know what? Fine. I mean, we're living in this day and age where they're collabing with Dodgers, and we have 60-year-old baseball fans coming across our stuff. So this is nothing surprising. Okay, nothing surprising. Kiara is loved and appreciated. We beef with the Funko being the barrier to enter US stores. News account, not official. Okay, got it. Thank you. Yeah, so that's so my overall take is that you are free to hate on the Funko Pop in general, but I don't think it should be an excuse to hate on the members themselves, right? If that's what you're doing, I'd say, okay, maybe, reconsider. That's what I want to say, if anyone tries to do that. But it's not really their fault. I mean, who knows? I mean, we'll never know. Like, was this a strategic decision from Cover's side to get into the US market more? Collabing with US brands or something like that? Or maybe they're secretly Funko fans, who knows? Maybe Sakura Miko from hololive JP, Gen Zero, has a huge wall of Funko Pop collections. At her house. Who knows? We'll never know. But it's just it can't be. They shouldn't get the heat, right? They shouldn't get the heat. Yeah. So that as long as that's not happening, I think it's fine. I think people have freedom to say what they think, I guess. But God, Funko looks crap. I mean, okay, going back to the design, sure. But here's the deal. I am going to put my own money, or I should say, your support, into getting one of these, okay? Now, I don't know if there's a way for me to order one online for them to ship to Korea. So, I am just hoping that they release these in time for the Kiara and Ina LA concert, because I'm going to LA for that, right? And perhaps, maybe, if I get lucky, I can walk into one of their flagship stores. I heard there's one in Hollywood, right? And perhaps I can get one in person. I'll also go to Japan in February and get a Kiara and Android, and perhaps we'll have an opportunity to have them side by side. And then we can have real talks about, hey, is this real? What do we think about it? Oh yeah, another big comparison that I heard was relax time figures, right? Relax time figures, if you don't know what that is, time or live figure. Oh, they even have it on freaking Amazon. I need pricing. Where can I get a good pricing for the US? Amazon? Oh, they show in KRW. Can't change currency. USD, thank you. They have changes. Yeah, so they're like more pajama, more revealing, kind of like so-called relax, kind of lions. Wow, relax time really branching out these days, guys. I mean, they sure seem relaxed, for sure. Lions family, Tigers family. Wow, these are actually pretty cool. Family, $14.99 for the whole family? That's a great spanking deal. You know what? Forget Funko Pops, forget Nandroids, forget relax time. We're getting Toy Many 6 pieces realistic lion figurines with lion cubs, 2 of 5 inches jungle animals figures. Family set includes baby lions, educational toy cake toppers, Christmas birthday gift for kids, toddlers. That's the future. That's the future. Alright, forget about everything else. Yeah, but these are relax times. Hey, Botan. Oh my god, yeah, this is actually Botan, guys. White Lion family. It's actually Botan. White Lion. They have the white lion, the Botan family. Holy hell. Wait, does that mean she's married? Wait, which one's which? Is this Botan or is this Botan? She got kids? The whole live Botan situation is crazy. Is the title of this stream. It's all Botan? Okay. That's fine then. No! Okay, but relax time figures, okay. They're like maybe $5 to $10 more than the Funkos. See, this was also very repeating comparison I was getting. But is this like the general pricing of the overall like relax time market? Relax time focuses on JP instead of EN. We only have Kelly, I think. Yeah, that is true. So this is why we have to acknowledge our weeb side, right? So many of these things we're looking at, especially the examples that you have in mind, And you only know these examples because you're a weeb. And we are a weeb. That's why we know about relax time. No normie knows about relax time. But the one thing that we have to acknowledge is the fact that they are largely JP. And if you want anything on the EN side or anything from the Western like culture, I guess, then the comparison kind of gets muddied a bit, right? It's not 100% valid. But I mean, I do see your point in terms of the pricing. It's a little bit more expensive than the Funkos, but they do have far more characters. As in, like, they do have more personalities in my eyes, and unique poses and things. And they have a definitive, like, overarching theme, which is like pajama, relaxed state of your favorite character, right? So that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Oh, but yeah, it's I guess it's never possible to compare one-on-one. But now it's really hard to judge just based on the 3D models here. I really want to look at the real thing, so that'll give me a better idea. Oh, by the way, you see so many of these when you go to crane games in Japan, and have never. I'm so bad at crane games. So I just don't see myself winning one. I did see somebody else winning one, like a random Japanese guy, and we were all crowding around him, and he got this gigantic box of relax time, hololive relax time, and we're like, yeah! That was in one of my old vlogs, I think, old video, but yeah. Thank you, Thrill. Thank you. But yeah. So, I guess overall, the community and things, I just don't have a good understanding in terms of why some people might have, I should say, issues with like their community in general. But you know, I never experienced anything like this because I never really knew about this whole culture of Funkos. So that's that. I know it is quite easy for people to kind of like, you know, hate on them for the sake of hating too. In many cases, like, you know, like C-Dog VA's stream, you know, I guess he's not hating for the sake of hating because he really hates them. So I don't know if he's a good example. He really hates them. It seems like he genuinely means it. But at least he shows them on stream whenever he judges like people's rooms or something like that, right? And so he don't like physically hate them, as in, or maybe he does. Oh shit, I don't know, man. I don't know where I'm going with this. But the thing is, I just wanted to take the opportunity today to hear you guys' opinion on the whole topic of Funkos before I get into one myself through Kiara, and just have a better understanding rather than saying, oh, ugly, bye, right? But again, I have stated this multiple times. I'm not a big fan of the design of Funkos in general, so that is that. I wonder if there will be people who buys the Funko, whole life Funkos, and like repaint them or something. Somehow, I don't know if that's possible. Well, that's that. Yeah. Any other takes or things about the Funkos that you didn't have a chance to tell me before we move on? I think we covered as much as we can. I don't think anyone covered to this degree on the topic of whole life Funkos. A lot of the arguments I see is kinda just that Funko uses the same template body and whatnot, and people mostly seem to prefer the older ones, like when FNAF Pops were a thing. Oh yeah, I think that's the example I was trying to look for, because that really had characters. There we go. No, never mind. Oh yes, I mean, this is more like that. Look at that, like that. Yes, it has similar eyes, but it's like, okay, that I can kind of get behind. That's very close to the source material. It seems like they're biased against humans in general. Is Funko racist? As in they just hate human race? Oh my god, I understand now. Anything animal, anything furry, they put so much effort into designing unique heads. But anything that comes to humans, same blocky heads. They're racist. Funko's racist. Broke the code. Broke the code. Broke the code. This is an elaborate scheme to push out the furries into the general market. So they deliberately designed the human forms into an unlikable blockheads. So in return, the furry figures are more liked. So the general population, without realizing, gets into the furry figures. Oh my god. Insane. Insane. Now I know. Now I understand. Now I understand. Look at this! Like, look at this! There's so much more effort. So much more details. Holy hell. It was a tinfoil hat. He gets it now. It gets it now. Okay, time to sleep. Okay. No, okay, I'm just kidding. Okay, I'm just kidding. Good Smile. Hello, Good Smile. Figure line is a much better Funko. Oh, Hello, Good Smile line is their more cheaper line, right? Hello, Good Smile. Here we go. This one. But you know what? Okay. Alright. You're going to hate me for saying this. But isn't this the very generic, all the same face template direction that we were hating on? Right? Technically. I mean, aesthetically, yes, I think it is more appealing than the hololive Funko that we have looked at. But I thought one of the major criticism was that they were all sharing the same generic face template. No? Okay. Yeah, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure about this one. Gosh, well, I just realized they have so many different lineups, don't they? That's insane. Papa Parade. Oh, this one's, you know, okay, this is not the same. This is more of a... Who hurt Good Smile Company? Who hurt them? Suddenly, I mean, we went from this to this. The Ui Mama. Oh my god, it is Ui. It's Shigure Ui real. It's Shigure Ui IRL. Doxed. Insane. How could Good Smile do this to her? And it's $47.99. That's quite up there, isn't it? Damn, that's Shigure Ui, in her IRL form, right there, confirmed. Look at this. Oh my, it's actually her. It is actually her, everybody. Yep. Insanity. Crazy development in the stream today. Didn't expect this of a roller coaster. Shigure Ui doxed from Good Smile Company. it's literally her. It is literally. Okay, you know what? Let me look for this. Shigure Ui posture. Pose meme. This. Where is it? Oh my god. Oh my god. She even has kind of a similar hairstyle. Yep. Confirmed. You heard it here first, everybody. This is Shigure Ui. 1-to-1. 1-to-1. Mind blown. Absolutely. They are the same person. Wait, was this an actual meme before? Like this? Were people talking about the Elden Ring pop-up raid Raya figure as Shigure Ui before? Or are we just finding this out now on this stream? It'll be so funny if we are like one of the first ones. They are the same picture. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, but again, Good Smile have so, and also Good Smile Company. They are pretty much at every convention I go to, I have been to. They were at pretty much every convention I've been to. So their reach and their presence is insane. I gotta say. That I have to give it to them, to be honest. That I have to give it to them. Look at the first post. Oh yeah, you're right! Oh, this was the meme! Oh, so this was a really well-known thing. I don't know what the foreigners are saying, but I know they're making fun of me. Okay, that's funny. Like, that's actually funny. That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh man. W Good Smile for running the Hatsune Miku car in Super GT. Oh, they've been sponsored for a long time, right? Like Hatsune Miku Racing. I do like that. And they have Hatsune Miku Racing merch as well, which I always kind of wanted. When I get a car. When I get my orange Lamborghini, I'll try to get something Good Smile Hatsune Miku Racing, okay? Some car merch. I also want to get the Korone Honda Racing merch as well. Like the stickers. Never had anything like that. Yeah, it's the same Elden Ring character, I guess. It looks a bit different, but yeah, it must be the same. Confirmed. Did they ever make Shigure Ui? Let's see. The slouched posture? Oh, they don't have it in this one. Can I go back? Search. Shigure Ui. Oh, here we go. Okay. Do they just have an Android? I thought they had other Shigure Ui stuff. I assume they have more Shigure Ui figurines, not just this, right? That is cute, though. There is a full Shigure Ui figure. Yeah, I assumed. I don't see it in the search results right now, but I'm sure it's somewhere. Shigure Ui figure. Oh yeah, she got many. Oh, she even has the full scale, right? I remember seeing this. Oh, this is a miniature version, but they made a full scale of this. I am pretty darn sure that happened. Yeah. Yeah, she has many. Oh, will you go to her live this year? Wait, who? Shigure Ui? What, is she doing like an IRL stream? I mean, not stream. Is she doing a real concert? Is that what you're saying? Wait, what? I didn't hear about this. Oh, what is she doing? Art exhibition. Really? Art exhibition, but wait. Art exhibition, but concert? Art exhibition concert? Shigure we K Arena. Wishing umbrella, is this it? Oh, May 30th. Is this it? I assume this is it. Official website. Yeah, freaking yeah, indie, by the way. Exactly. Insanity. How can one person multitask to this level? You working as an illustrator, working as a VTuber, working as a event organizer, working as a merch designer and seller. It's insane. It's actually insane how much work she can put in for all these things and be and oh, by the way, she has some hit musics on YouTube. I don't know if you ever heard of them. A couple million, I think, people listen to across the platforms. Yes. Incredible. But the website crashed. Oh, there we go. News about Wishing Umbrella, K Arena Yokohama. What is it about though? I kind of want the details. Guest member Hosho Marin, of course. Whoa, this pen light's insane. What is this? Okay, I love the design. I like how it's very different. You know, I do appreciate unique designed pen lights rather than just generic pen lights. I do like them. Oh, you can even overseas people can buy the ticket. Very nice. International friendly. I do like that. I mean, there's 3 Shigure Uis, 9-year-old, high school, and a spaghetti goddess. Yeah, there. Yeah, 3 of them. 3 of them confirmed. This does not look like Umbrella. Whoever designed the logo needs to have a good look in the mirror. Which one are you talking about? Wishing. Oh my god! Yeah, you're right. I'm like wishing. Umbrella. Are you guys seeing this? The logo here. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to zoom in. Wishing umbrellas. Wishing umbrellas. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's the U. I mean, it's cool. Doesn't really matter. It's okay. But I'm more curious on like what the actual event is about. But everything's in Japanese, so it's kind of hard to know. Let me translate to English. A 16-year-old student who loves drawing and high school girls. Her main job is as a freelance illustrator, which is true. You know, a lot of times VTubers just have these background stories for the sake of having background stories, but surprising, her background story is actually the main deal. Responsible for a wide range of work, including illustration for light novels, games, trading card games, and VTubers Ozar Subaru and Sento Yuhi. Guest Social Marine, ticket, yes. Again, I want details about the concert itself, but I can't find it. Notes regarding performance. Circus pen light is wireless controlled. Oh, this is one of those wirelessly Bluetooth controlled pen lights. Hell yeah. Wow, she's at the forefront. Even before hololive, Shigure Ui, an indie, is the first to get to the modern tech of pen lights. Here we are, still with our generic looking pen light stick, changing colors like, where's my Oshi color? Blue, purple, white, green, mint, pinkish red, yellow, orange. Oh, here we go. Alright, there it is. Oh, next song. Click. Oh, here we go. You know what? No. No. I want the modern tech, okay? It looks awesome. Have you ever been to a concert that does this? I've been to a few, like a BTS one, because my mother is big into it. And it's not just about the convenience aspect of it. It just looks so awesome when they do these like color shifting things across the entire stadium. Like the spectacle, right? The view that you see out to all the that itself is entertainment. So, and added bonus is the unique design of this pen light, right? That's breaking the mold. And I love that. I love that. And it still allows you to have your own color anyway when you want to. So yeah. We are barbarians, exactly. Now, some people would argue that's the fun, but I'd rather focus on the show. Yeah, but it's maybe she talked about it somewhere else. But you guys are saying this like exhibition slash concert or something, or rather, or that's an assumption, maybe. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, that's cool. Utopia is the exhibit. Ah, okay. So there are different things then. There are different things. Got it. Alright. Plus, wait a minute, I'm changing the stream title because we're talking about something else now. Other topics. This. Okay. There we go. Alright. I think we talked enough about the Funkos and the surrounding stuff. Would you like to see my new merch that has arrived at my doorstep? Shall we do some merch opening to change the pacing? Bye-bye. Yes, I ordered 100 Funko Pops. No, I'm just kidding. No, this is, I assume this is one of the Kiara stuff that has finally arrived. Yeah, let's open it. Before I do that, can I take a restroom break real quick? Please, don't leave. Okay, I'll be back. All right. Froggy Wawa is real! Yay! Alright, I'm excited. Okay, let's see what we got. Now this box is big. Oh, it's because of this. It's because of this. They had to fit this somehow. I forgot, is this the... Oh, this is a birthday merch. Yeah, this is the Kiara's birthday merch. It says it here. Bam. And... Bam. Okay. Oh, by the way, you know, how fitting. I got this as a gift. The Sanrio frog guy. Alright. And we have 2 frogs now. Nice. It is... in a minute. I don't think it's limited. I don't think I was able to secure the limited one in time. Ooh! Look at this. We have a card. We have a special OCG card with Kiara's illustration. Very beautiful. I love that. Nice. And yes, blue envelope from what I learned is non-signed, like just a foil stamped signature version, while the orange, was it orange? The orange envelope is the one that's hand-signed. I have yet to succeed in getting a signed Kiara merch. Sad times. Sad times. But this is beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. That's the foil. Nice. Okay. A cam badge, I assume, of the... do I want to open this? Yes, why not? Just open it, just open it. Ta-da! It's nice too. Okay, at least you have the best girl sign pin light. That is true. That is true. You know what? Not many things can beat that. Unless it's my Oshi's signature. I actually forgot what was in here. Like what the whole package was. Okay. Before this, I'll leave this to the last. Froggy Wawa. There it is. It's a stress ball. That's funny. Yeah. That's cute. And frog is what she says. I can't do the frog sound that she makes though. Like or something like that. Or something like that. She does something weird. I don't know how she does it. But she does make a frog sound. What does it smell like? Okay. Okay, it's not that bad. It's just my body overreacting for no reason. Industrial. Very industrial. Industrial. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Okay, maybe it's a little bit. Okay. No hate on Froggy Wawa. It's just it's very industrial rubber, like acetone, like, you know, chemical. The thingamajig. Oh, wow, that's a strong whiff of that. Very chemical. Okay. Wow. It's okay. I'm good. I just need to drink. Water warning: do not sniff too hard. Okay, do not sniff the Froggy Wawa way too hard. Just a light whiff will be fine. Yes, fresh out of factory. It's there's a bit more kick to it than a regular fresh out of the factory smell. You'll see what I mean when you get yours, if you get yours. But all right, you ready for this one? This one I have to stand up for. Wow. Okay. That is beautiful. I love it. It is Takanashi Kara's stream. Hello, say hello to her. Hi. Yeah, I'm sure that's what she says. Ikiriki. Hey, Kiriki. That's what you say. Hey, Kiriki. He's really here, guys. Need this need to hide this from my mom? What do you mean you need to hide it? You have to hang it proudly. That's what you do, okay? Didn't we already accept the fact that we are terminally weebs? It doesn't change. You just have to accept it. That's your life. This is my life now. Alright? It's my life now. My life. Yeah, I did a good job. They did a good job, indeed. Okay. And Jimmy. There's the box. Mm-hmm. There we go. Ta-da. Oh, that's cute. Do you see this? Okay, that's a cute packaging. I love that. Oh, it's squishy too. Oh, that's nice. You know what? That's a good touch. I love that detail. What an opening experience. I love that. And then you grab it from here. That's the only way, the most proper way to handle a Jimmy, okay? You grab him like this, pull it out. That's how you do it. Boop. There you go. Oh my god, he's so chunky. I love you. I love you. Oh. It's like you can dribble him. Oh, you're so cute. Oh, and it's battery powered. That's what this is. What does it smell like? Not bad, not bad. This is a whole Froggy Wawa, stinky. Jimmy, pleasant. It's just a fact. Kiara, I'm sorry, but it's just fact. I did it myself. I smelled them myself. And it's a fact. Jimmy smells better than Froggy Wawa. Proven. 100%. Now, battery tap removed. Here we go. Let's turn it on. Whoa! Oh, it's a bit... Oh, there's two different modes. Okay, let me turn the light off real quick. This. Aw. Look at that. It lights up. It lights up. I mean, this is more of a night light. That's why. It's not super bright or anything like that. Oh, so you have like a bluish white or a orange. Ah. No, it's not hit activated. There's just a switch right here. Like that. So off, like that. Light 1, like that. Light 2, like that. Yeah, it's just a little switch. Oh. Cute. Cute. Wow, that's a good set. This is a really good merch. You know, practicality, awesome for decorating. Oh, this is a good decoration piece. Just having it prop up like this. This is a definition of a good merch. Does it stay true to the source material? Yes. Does it have a practical functionality? Yes. Does it go well with the rest of the merch that you have of your Oshi? Yes. Is it a good quality? Yes. Am I happy? Absolutely. Nice. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Yeah, but this is how you hold him, okay? This is... So when you handle a Jimmy, this... No. This? Yes. Okay? So from now on, when you have a Jimmy, this is how you hold him, okay? No, like this. No, like you know, like this. No. This is how you do it, all right? This will have Jimmy happier. It's a KFP way. Now eat. It's like a basketball. Ah! No, Jimmy. You didn't see that. No, you didn't see anything. Alright, let's back on. But very cute. I love that. And the card, the postcards. The postcard and the OCG card. The cam badge, of course, right here. We have the Froggy Wawa. We have Jimmy, a light, night lamp light. And then that. The wall scroll. Beautiful. For Froggy Wawa, just soap sponge her and dry to get rid of the smell and fume. Okay, I think, yeah, there's definitely industrial fume going on for sure. And if we do examine the quality a little bit closer, there are some minor, I should say, hiccups, such as that and that, or a bit of an overspray, or not a spray, but over paint that, like that. But general vibe overall, it is nice for what it is. Jimmy, look at Jimmy. Up close, like everything is just very clean. Look at that. It's really well made. And even the, you know how they have parting lines? All these, like merch, like plastic-based merch will have parting lines. But that's like barely noticeable. They did a really good job hiding the, what should say, the extrusion lines, what they say. So it's really nicely treated. And there's no annoying, I should say, like those like lines going across half of the Jimmy here. It's very minimized, so that's nice. I like that. Illustration itself, beautiful. I got no complaint whatsoever. I just realized, wait, oh, there's two different expressions of Kiara. So for the main illustration, she's smiling at us like this, nice. The postcard, she's crying, happy tears. different facial expression. So I didn't know that before. So that's nice too. Yep, that's it. Beautiful. Very nice, very nice. But yeah, one day I'll get a signature for her merch. One day, we'll see. And Jimmy, happy purchase. Overall, very nice. She's crying because you called her stinky. Damn. You know what, Kiara? I can't lie. Just, Froggy Wawa. I mean, that's what frogs are anyway, right? They are meant to be stinky anyway. So it's good. It's you know what? More accurate to the character itself. More accuracy. So it's all good. Sorry, am I muted again? Yeah, what do you think? The overall vibe of the merge. Does it look worth it? Are you happy? What you saw today with the Kiara merge? Would you want one? W merge? I think so. I really like it. I really like it. All right. I have some updates regarding my upcoming Japan and LA trip. So first of all, let's start with the LA one. Which is, if you don't know what we are talking about. Where is it? There we go. It is this. It's the Drawn to Dawn Kiara and Ina concert happening at the Wiltern. It's hard to pronounce. The Wiltern. March 27th to 28th. So it's a 2-day concert, audio live. I am going to this. I have purchased the plane ticket. I have reserved hotels, and I got tickets for both days. One of which will be early entry, so I'll have 2 different experiences. So that's that. And I'm also trying to get myself into like 1 or 2 offkais. Offkai meaning like offline fan meets with people like gathering after concerts and stuff to just party a bit. So yeah, I'm also trying to get into. I'm already in one, and KFP is doing like a big one on Sunday. So March 27th and March 28th, those are Friday and Saturday, interestingly. And on Sunday, well after the concert, the KFP I heard is planning like some sort of a DJ party. So I'm gonna try to go to that too. So amazing. So everything's set for the LA trip. All I need to do is just wait and get my merch and then go, right? Basically. And my original schedule that I was trying to do was make it as short as possible because of the money. I was trying to be like arrive on 27th like morning, and then go to the concert, sleep 1 night at a hotel, go to the concert on the 28th, and then go to the airport right away. Like that was my bare bone minimum, like minimalistic plan. But I found 1 or 2 things to do while I'm there, so I will have to stay longer. So I'll be there from 25th to 30th. That's a few more days than originally intended, but it did work out. So yeah, that's what's happening. So that's good. In terms of Fest, there are still some things I'm trying to figure out in terms of like the overall schedule and things, but I'm pretty sure I'll be there for like well over a week, for sure. So that's that. There are some things I have to figure out on my own, but I will be at Fest and Expo for sure. I got stage 1 and 2 tickets for the concert, the Fest concert, and I got Expo day 1 and 3 so far. And I'm gonna try to see if I can get where's the Zyko? I'm gonna try to see if I can get the day 2 Expo as well. Well, for general sales, that's coming up tomorrow, I think. So that's that too. How many of you are going to Japan or LA? In chat. I hope some of you are going at least. So that's what I'm waiting on. Now the thing about the we're going to both. Nice. We got a few people in chat. That's good. Oh, you use DuckDuckGo as your search engine? No, just for the streams. Just for the streams. Why? Because Google is very good at doxing people. They're like, oh, you live in here, right? Yes. Well, this search is all according to your current location. I'm like, all right, dude, easy. I'm like, no, I won't do that. If I win the war, I will go. Good luck to whatever you're fighting. So that's that. Now, there has been some interesting developments in terms of the tickets that they sell. So they have announced that they're going to sell a fast pass entry for the expos for 2,000 yen, which is about $14-15, I think. And that is also lottery, which is very interesting. So let me find that, the link of it. So hololive Super Expo 2026 fast tickets. They never had this before, from what I know. We're selling fast tickets, it says here, on the official website, We're selling fast tickets to prevent we're selling fast tickets to prevent patrons from waiting at or entering the venue at night. Patrons will be granted priority entry when doors open from 9. Please confirm the time of arrival on your ticket and be sure to arrive at the venue by the designated time between 7:20 to 8:30. So how they're going to do is this whole thing, they're going to give you a time slot before up to 9 o'clock, the opening of the expo, and you just arrive at that time and hopefully you enter first. That's the whole idea. And what they state here, they're like, we're selling fast tickets to prevent patrons from waiting at or entering the venue at night. So are they preventing fans from lining up at the venue overnight now? And instead they're selling something called fast tickets to replace that? But this is also a lottery, which, by the way, you need a separate expo ticket to be eligible. So what's happening is you win your brutal war of winning a expo ticket through the lottery, and then you are met with yet another lottery on top of it to have guaranteed entry of that very expo on time. Genius. Double the money. Something like that. Oh, yeah, cosplay ticket, they also sell too. But this was always a thing, right? So if you want to do cosplay, keep in mind you have to sign up for this. They have limited slots for cosplayers too. So their convention has always been very like closed off, or like, you know, not for anyone to just walk into, right? So it is what it is. I guess the idea is if you're willing to wait for a night, you're probably willing to pay $15. That's the thing. This is a lottery, meaning there's limited amount of space who's granted early entry. So what happens to everyone else that doesn't win the lottery? Are they still allowed to wait overnight, or do they just not allow that at all? Like actively preventing people from doing that? Also, the pricing is interesting because yes, I don't know. I don't know. Of course, hololive is not the first one to do this. You know, they have something like this. All amusement parks have fast passes and whatnot too. And $15 is like, it's affordable enough, right? To a point where majority of the people going to the expo will be like, you know what? Why not? Right? Why not? And just do it anyway. Or at least many. Like more than the slots. So this will be brutal to win. Like you'll have to be so lucky. We don't even know how many slots they have anyway. So that's that too. Oh yeah, the cosplay? Cosplay is also a lottery too, isn't it? I'm pretty darn sure it is. Applications, see? It's an application, not a purchase, so it's a lottery. Lottery. Now, 100 to 200 apparently per block. Wow, okay. Okay. I see. So it's yeah, there are many, like there are multiple layers in terms of the events, and so many things to take in. Like, you know, win the lottery or general sales, and then you have fast passes. If you want to do cosplay, you have to get that. Also, we didn't even get to the internal event slots. which you also usually have to sign up for a lottery for. If they have like mini games like last time, or some events that they hold at the expo, you will have to probably sign up for them separately. And then you have stage events too. You got food and merch. We didn't even get to that yet. The on-site food and merch, that'll be insane too. So there's just so much money to be spent, so much, and it can get dizzying, to be honest. But that's just the life of a fest and expo, and it's 3 days now, so gonna be crazy. Yo, hello. Thank you for joining the stream. Hello. Oh, for this one, I didn't have the opportunity to really look into off-kais. But hopefully, we'll see. And even if I don't make it to a off-kai, it's okay. I can still do a stream afterward, talking with you guys and whatnot. So, Gamerfood says best ideal ever. Fast pass for restrooms. I think that's actually worth more than $15. If they sold that, no joke, I would buy it. Because I've seen how bad it gets there. It gets bad there. The line, insane. Insta buy. Yeah, alright, good night, thank you so much. The company would get backlash. Yeah, I don't care. But sell the fast pass for the restrooms. I don't care. Get them. Wow, Froggy Wawa really is kind of stinky. No offense, but damn. It's like the smell is kind of creeping up here. So yeah, that's the current situation with this. And again, the Japan trip, I'm trying to just a few more details that I have to nail. That's that. So now the big topic that I kind of wanted to touch on is my attempt at doing an IRL stream, right? So I've past 2 weeks I've been full research mode, trying to find a way to reliably stream outside in Japan and US, right? It's been a trip, and majorly because this is not like a consumer grade area, right? Like, it's not like buying a home appliance where there are multiple reviews and how-tos or what to buy or big brands. So it's been tough on my end trying to research. So I started out with the where is it? I started out looking into, this is a review of my thought trail. I started out with looking into like a stream bag that you see many big streamers use, but this is just simply out of my price league, and just league in general, my capability. So this starts at $2,000 and then up, depending on the options you put on. And the SIM card, the unlimited data that they provide, if you want to use like worldwide one, which I do need for Japan and Korea, then it's $520 a month for the data usage. So just buying the bag isn't enough. In order to keep it running, I have to pay a minimum of $520 a month. That's using 2 SIM cards for redundancy. If you want to use 4 SIM cards for maximum redundancy, redundancy meaning if one SIM card cuts out, the rest will still keep the stream going, and more the merrier, right? But yeah, it's $750 a month. Now again, let me be clear. This is expensive, but the if you look at what this technology achieves, right, overall, then I'm willing to understand too, because this is like true unlimited data wherever you go in major countries, pretty much, without the need of finding different carriers every time. This one SIM card that they give you within the modem, it does all the work. So I mean, that's huge. So you know, okay, sure, it's expensive because it's out of my league. Simply put, I can't really 100% fault what they're offering here, but yeah, that's just the reality. So the second option I was looking into was what I have done before, which is just carry around my laptop, right? just carry around my laptop, tether my phone into it, and connect my humongous portable battery into the laptop, and it'll last maybe 2 hours, right? Why am I getting a phone call? Just a second. Why am I getting these like what is it? The surveys. Yeah, it was a survey call. I'm like, yeah, I'm not joking. This is not an excuse. I'm actually working. That's what I told the lady, and she was like, oh, okay. She was nice about it, so that's good. Anyway, what was I talking about? Yeah, so carrying around the laptop. So I've done that a few times. First, it doesn't really help the fact that you still have to rely on your single phone to manage all the network, right? And I have quickly realized just carrying your laptop around on your arm is not so ideal. It's heavy and it just looks sus. I'm like, okay, I must look really sus right now. So that's like, okay. And another downside is that these laptops, these are not like Chromebooks, right? I'm using a pretty decently beefy laptop, which is what you need for a stream. So the battery doesn't last that long. The laptop battery, when I'm streaming like this, laptop battery itself, 1 hour. The portal battery, another hour. So like a 2-hour max is what I can get out of it. So I'm like, if I want to do more IRL stuff, it's not ideal. So laptop's gone. Then what do I do? So I found a few ideas. One of them, like a major service that many people use, is something called BellaBox. It's getting really technical now. I hope you're not bored. But BellaBox is like a software that you install into a Pi board, and it works as like a encoder / bonding network bonding device that outputs the stream into like a cut up information across multiple networks that you have connected to, which sends to your home PC that's actually managing the stream itself, doing all the heavy lifting. It combines all the info into one stream, one video stream, and then goes to YouTube. And that's how you do it. So it's a lot smaller, as you see. And you don't need humongous power to operate it, so it does last longer. But you do have to have your home PC running for this to work. So that's that. And there are people like this guy that sets up some crazy stuff here. So like this is like the general outline. I don't know if you can see that, but so you got your camera, which is what I have. Ideally you would want wired. So you have camera connected to an HDMI card that feeds into the board via USB 3.0. And then you have these networks that you also feed into using a USB hub and maybe Ethernet or USB, more USB. I'm looking into like a 5G modem, which is different from this. But it does need a physical SIM card, which can get a little bit confusing. And then everything just does its work, goes home PC, OBS, and then Twitch or YouTube, something like that. And this is the situation. Like, potentially this is what I'm looking at that I have to carry around. So it's a bit of a mess. It's a bit of a mess, I have to say. There's a lot of DIY going on here. You have to set everything up from the board, pretty much. Assemble your case, install it via SD card into the eMMC that you can install separately, which is the storage on the board. It can get pretty nasty, and I've been just having so much headache trying to find out how to do this, and it's just the rabbit hole just goes down deeper and deeper and deeper. It's insane, actually. Oh, this is the guy, I guess. I just wanted to show you the bag. Look what this guy's doing. Look at this. He has to hack and slash a backpack in order to cool it. So he installed like separate cooling fans to cool down everything. Because every single thing that you see here, every single device, they're all heat. This is insane. It's just purely insane. But this is the most, I should say, affordable. I say affordable because combining the cost of a Pi board, in this case, I was recommended using an Orange Pi 5 Plus, which is, I can just show you. Yeah, this. So this is what oops. This is what it is. So this is the main board with the chip and everything. And you can connect HDMI's, USBs, Ethernet, everything, USB-Cs. And then from here you have to buy your own case, assemble it, and then go from there. So it's gonna be insane. Now, of course, I'm not gonna just have this backpack go through security as is. Everything will be just disassembled, and be in my luggage. There's no way I'm carrying this through security. No way, no way. But there are so many hurdles because apparently, according to some sources, I don't know how true this is, but this is USB-C powered. But the only way I can power is not from a electrical outlet, but from a portable battery, a high-powered one. The one that I'm looking into is an Anker Prime 2.6. This one. Like, this is a beefy boy. This one. It outputs a lot of power, and you can get this on an airplane too. But apparently it's not recommended to just feed this right into the board. And it's recommended to buy some wires and some boxes that does like electrical current step down mechanism, so the 12 volt becomes 5 volt 5 ampere or something like that, so the Pi has more consistent power flow that's managed easily or something like that. And you have to strip the converter. So you have to strip the wires that goes from USB-C to a barrel jack, cut the barrel jack off, and then have those two, one black, one red wire, connect that to the converter, and the other side of the converter comes out another 2 wires, and you have to connect that to like a USB-C pigtail, they call it, which is just a USB-C on one end and then 2 bare wires on the other. You have to connect that. You use like something called, what is it? The wire connector. Oh, there was a name for it. Is it Warak or it should come out. It's something like this. Yeah. I forgot the brand name. Oh, this one. Oh, Waggle. Yeah. So instead of you trying to do like crazy complicated electrical tape, use this to have the wires feed from one to the other, and then have another one come out from that one end, so it powers a USB-A hub where all these like 5G modems and things can have its own power rather than sipping from the board itself. If you do that, the board might get overwhelmed and it'll shut down. I'm like, oh my god. All I asked was to do some IRL stream outside, and here I am, trying to become an electrical engineer. It's insane. I mean, some of you who's experienced in this might say, oh, that's easy, but not for me. Not for me. But this is the only affordable option. I say this, right, because everything combined. So you got the Pi board. You also have to get a 5G modem that's also definitely not shady looking. Actually 5G USB. Yeah, so yeah, that's not shady looking at all, right? Hell yeah. So that's a 5G modem that connects to USB. It basically receives 5G and 4G LTE. Oh, if you insert a SIM card, and you can have that connected to USB. And you need two of this, at least two of this for redundancy. All right. This thing's not cheap. This thing is like $200 each, or in that ballpark. And you also have to kind of assemble this a little bit. They don't really sell it as a whole a lot of times. So you go to like AliExpress, buy the actual modem itself, and then slot it into this casing or something like that. So it's in the hundreds. It's in the hundreds. So you get two of this. You get the Pi board, which is about 200 to 250 depending on the RAM size. You want something from 8 gigs and up. I heard 16 gigs just to be safe. RAMs are expensive these days. Then the modem, again, more the merrier, because more redundancy better. But 2 is the maximum I can probably handle with how novice I am. And maybe for other more redundancy, I could add my smartphone tethering as a backup. And if I'm certain that I'm going to be outside for the whole stream with open sky, maybe I can get myself a Starlink Mini. That's where the Starlink Mini comes in. But Starlink Mini is not ideal for me walking around. It just doesn't make sense. If you want to do that, right? Starlink Mini on helmet. There was a picture. Head. No, this guy. So this guy was live streaming on his dirt bike, and he had his Starlink Mini satellite dish duct taped on top of his bike helmet. So that's that. That's also a thing, right? Sure. There was also I gotta find that photo. Oh, this is a better pic of that guy, but let me go to Google for this one. Oh, here we go. Oh, this is it. See that? You see this? Oh, here. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, this is it. So, I mean, if this is the life that you want to live, you can. But I don't think I'm ready for this. Now that's getting desperate, right? That's getting desperate. So, and the tricky thing about the Starlink Mini, surprisingly, is actually one of the more consistent. It's one of the more robust option for networking in terms of receiving data. So, as long as you have an open sky, and you're in a country where Starlink is supported, which is like many, then you can pretty much get internet access that's fast enough to do a live stream, like period. And they have a global roaming plan where if you pay, I think less than $100, I think. Correct me on that if I'm wrong, but less than $100 a month, and you get, or I think a little over 100. So in that ballpark, like 100 over, or like plus a little bit, you get unlimited data wherever you go. So you don't have to worry about these like SIM issues. The biggest thing about the SIM issue when it comes to holy tabs, you're right, I have too many tabs. So when it comes to this, using a physical SIM card, is that as a tourist, you don't really have access to these local SIMs that has so-called true unlimited. Nothing's really true unlimited, but we'll just say it is. So you have to do a lot of like things that's not ideal. You know, you need a local address, especially in Japan, if you want like a full-fledged SIM card, unlimited. Because the majority of like the touristy SIM cards for travels, they're not up to par. They're kind of crappy, because they're not designed for these like high strength, high stake live stream situation, right? So what I found was what is it? A Club SIM card eSIM. So this is it's all theoretical. I've never tested these, but there is a physical SIM card which allows you to load in an eSIM. So basically, if a device don't have an eSIM capability, you can still slot this, you can program this physical SIM card, load in an eSIM profile on it, and use it like you have eSIM. And the eSIM is great because it allows you to do everything through your phone and online rather than trying to visit the physical stores whenever you travel, right? And you can get some high quality eSIMs these days. So yeah, that's that. So if this does work as intended, this could be the option. But I have read on some forums and even their official Q&A where people have reported cases of certain services not being compatible with this idea or this hardware, this physical eSIM hardware. So again, I've never tested it, and you shouldn't also assume that it'll work magically, right? I'll just have to test it myself. But it is an ideal. It is an ideal. And at this point, I think it's the only choice I have, really, in order to do it. So this is about $20 per card. And the 5G modem, 200, give or take. The Orange Pi, 200, 250, give or take. And then you have the Anchor portable battery, $150. And I would have to have at least 2 of those beefy batteries. At least two of the Anchor Primes. Then if I want to get the Starlink, that's the Starlink Mini is about 200, give or take as well. And I already have a camera, so that's good. And I would have to get a HDMI capture card, which is about $20-$30. That's fine. And some USB and HDMI cables to connect everything together, and then the wiring that I have to do by hand, apparently. And then you want something called a Cocoon gridded. First time learning about this, never knew what this was. This is like an electronics organizer. So use these elastic bands to hold them in place in certain places that you want them to stay, and then you just put the whole single board into your backpack, and that's how everything stays as is. Don't forget the electrical engineering degree. You're right, I have to spend about 3-4 years perhaps. I'll try to get that, and the cocoon grid it, and then also the pie. You have to get a separate casing that cools it, right? So you have to get a case with a fan, so that's that too. Oh, thanks so much, Sapling Duster, for your super chat. I can super in yen now that I'm in Japan. Oh, nice, yen super. Thank you so much for your support. Appreciate it. The biggest issue is cooling. Everything's the biggest issue, but one of the major issues will be cooling. Again, with so many things creating heat, you have to have robust cooling solution, but I just can't do this. I don't have the capability of doing that. So I had an interesting thought, okay? What if What if your backpack picture doesn't know. What if your backpack is a mesh? What if everything is breathable, but still in a backpack form? This way, it'll help with the airflow a lot more than a regular closed-off backpack, and trying to do that crazy cooling fan ideal. And yeah, I will have active fan for the Pi board itself. It's included in the case that I'm getting. So that's that. But I don't know if I can get a... Maybe I'll just slot in a fan here in front to like get the airflow going or something like that. I mean, that's an idea, but I don't know. I don't have the knowledge to connect yet another fan. Or I don't know if I have the power, enough power in my reserve to power another fan. No. If it rains, well then, hell, I'm done. Like I'm just done. Yeah. I can't consider every single scenario at this point. It's just umbrella, I guess. Umbrella. So, but I mean, it is. I think this is a genuine idea. To be honest, they have two different versions of this. But yeah. But you see how my IRL stream journey so far, I didn't even get my hands on any hardware yet, and already it's been just super overwhelming trying to find what works and trying to set this thing up. And the problem is there isn't a single store online that sells everything, right? So you have to do Dragon Ball, collect the Dragon Ball from China, from I don't know, another country, or Korea, or the US, who knows. And you gotta go to AliExpress, order some parts from here, find your local shop in Korea where I am, order some stuff from here, maybe go to a local hardware store and get some stuff from here. It's the amount of time that it takes to gather everything, it is insane. And once I have everything, who knows if I need more stuff after I'm done. The only way to know is after I actually try it, right? And then after everything is done, I have to test it. What if it doesn't work out? What if that eSIM idea didn't work out? Then what? So it's so basically, if you don't want to go through this, be rich and have grands ready. That's the life lesson I'm getting. So yeah. The thing is, I didn't hesitate. I bought the board, and then the seller canceled the order on me for no specific reason. They're like, "Oh, we don't have it." What do you mean we don't have it? You have it on the... Yeah, so that happens. And this price was a little bit cheaper, slightly cheaper than most. But yeah, he canceled it. So I had to find another vendor somewhere else to get it, and who knows how long it'll take. And I'm trying to do all of this before I go to Japan, and I'm running out of time. So please wish me luck. Please. I just really hope it works out. I really hope. Because what I want to do is, go to Japan, the US, and I want to show you guys, of the things I experience, like faster, quicker. When the hype is there, right? I think that'll be wonderful. But yeah, it's hard. It's hard. I never imagined this to be so hard, like to this degree. So yeah. So that's my whole rant about my experience so far on setting up an IRL stream. Oh man, it is what it is. Hwikky, wishing you luck. Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate it. On a high note, my recent Indonesia video has been doing pretty darn well. I believe about let's see. Let's actually see. 150,000 people watched, so that's good. Very nice. And majority are Indonesians. No surprise. But yeah. So thank you for watching. I appreciate it. 500,000 high points. That's good stuff. Hello Dusty, thank you for joining the stream. Appreciate it. Yeah, so that's good. And of course, the challenge still remains on putting out more content regularly. But at least I've been doing my best to stream regularly. So far, I've streamed every week, so I consider that a start. And there's always something to talk about, so it's a good thing. Also, 400 subs away from 50k. Yes, I really hope I can reach 100k this year. That would be amazing. But gosh, it's been crazy. It's been so long. Things are slow. I wish I was faster. I wish I was faster, more efficient, but I'm not. No joke, I hyped the video like 5 times. I don't know how, but it's the ID buff. Just believe. Yeah, just believe. Goals, bro. Thank you. Yep, goals. Goals it is. So, but yeah, this. Wish me luck. Oh, let's see. Did we talk about everything that I wanted to talk about today? Yeah, let's see. What are the topics that I wrote? I had some topics in the description. Funko Pop, talked a lot about that. IRL stream setup, talked about it just now. Merch opening, did that. Fest and Expo, as well as the LA update, did that too. Yeah, I think we talked everything we can talk about today. Yeah. Pog on the progress for IRL streams, mate. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, and so okay, hate me if you want to, but I do utilize AIs for research alongside actual Google searches that I do, right? So I want to cross-reference. But and Gemini has been very helpful in terms of putting together lists and things. But it always adds stuff when you think you're done, right? Like, oh yeah, just get this and you're ready to go for a professional grade IRL stream. I'm like, okay, splendid. I got this stuff ready to go in my shopping cart. Okay, would you like me to look up this and this and this for your this and this and this now? I'm like, you said this is it. I'm like, okay, sure. Research, add, done. Okay, now you're ready to go. Would you like me to help you with managing your heat with this and this and that? I'm like, tell me everything in front of the fucking research for the beginning. Don't keep on giving me surprises at the end, okay? And I was like, now would you like me to? I told it straight up. I told it. Give me everything. Do not surprise me. Give me everything. Everything from the get-go. It keeps on adding stuff. I'm like, are you sure? You told me that was that, and now you're telling me this is this. Hello. On God, are you sure, Gemini, that this is it? And we'll never know. We'll never know. We'll never know. And you know the typical AI, Gemini is a bit better than GPT, I think, in terms of this. But you know, they are all guilty of this. They're like, oh, yes, you have a good eye. They're complimenting you for finding flaw in their system, right? The finding the flaw of their answers, their response. Yes, sharp eyes you got there. Or yes, you're correct on pointing this out. You're absolutely right. Like, I'm happy about it. You want me to be happy about finding the flaws in your answer? I am the one who called it out. And now you're acknowledging it? What if I didn't call it out, right? What if I didn't? Yeah, the glaze. Stop with the glaze. And also, it keeps on trying to drag the conversation. I'm like, I just want the answer, and that's it. But it keeps asking, now would you like me to blah, 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 blah. Now would you like me to blah, 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 blah. It keeps on ending the questions because it knows that it's good for people to keep on using their stuff, right? As long as they can. Have them stay on their platform as long as possible. But no, I just want the answer. I'm not here to try to have a conversation with you, really. I mean, thank you for existing, I guess, for helping me to research, sure. But it's like, yes. I'm kind of done. It's insane. It's insane. Reads from Reddit posts. Yeah. So it does provide sources on where it gets the answers from on the right tab, so you can check on what the Gemini is basing its answers off of. So there is that. So I looked through that, and that's how I came across this website of this guy's website. It didn't show up on the Google searches before, as well as the whole Bella Box ordeal. So it does help me in terms of looking for sources, on the sources that I do need. Yeah, so there's that. But you're right though. Just because it said it on the internet doesn't make it true, right? And again, no offense to Reddit, right? The Reddit name keep coming back to me again and again today, but no offense, Reddit. I'm sure you're all lovely people, and you know I think it's beautiful that there's a place for people to come together to share opinions, true or not. But just because it says on Reddit doesn't necessarily mean it's true, but it does help a lot from time to time. Like user experiences, I think that's where its strongest point is at. So anyway, that's another rant for the freaking thing that I'm doing here. Am I done ranting? I think I am. That felt a bit helpful for me, I think. They're trying to build a profile of you, is what I'm guessing. True, that is probably true. Are you going live tomorrow for general sale? I looked into it, but the time's a bit awkward. For the general sales time is 3 p.m. Japan time, and that's a little bit later than my usual stream time, right? So I'm not so sure. And I just need like one day 2, to be honest. And oh no, and the stage 4 too. Oh wait a minute. I do need day 2 and stage 4. But it'll be tricky for me to go live though. I got things to do. Yeah, don't expect it. But if I do decide to go live, I'll surely let you know on Twitter, as I always do. So keep your eyes on that, which you can follow at hwikky on Twitter. So that's that. All right, well that's it for today, guys. A Fuamoko watch along? What do you mean? Is there a Fuamoko watch along? Oh, what are they doing? Oh, they're doing the live, right? Oh shoot, I forgot about that. There are live streams coming up. Oh boy. Their birthday festival. I can't because I have to, oh shoot, I can't stream at all tomorrow because I have to be somewhere. I forgot about this. Yeah, sorry guys, I already have predetermined schedule, so I can't do a stream tomorrow at all. Oh, now I think about it. Yeah, I have to be somewhere. So it is what it is. No. What is the question? What is the question you're asking? That you want to ask? And while we wait for that, thank you so much for watching today. Please follow me at hwikky official on Twitter, and also subscribe to my channel. There's a chance you didn't hit that subscribe button, even though you watched me for some time. Please do so. And thank you for all the support today. Thank you for the 50 gifted subs. That was insane from Fuzzy. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And thank you for all your insights regarding the topics that we talked about, mainly Funko Pop. It really helped me kind of shape, or understand at least, of like what people's opinions are on the topic. So that was good too. And I feel like we covered many things today. Very productive stream today, thanks to you. So thank you. Why do you not have your Discord link in your bio? Wouldn't it be better so you don't have to share it in the live chat every time someone wants to join? Mainly because the Discord server that I have isn't really focused on maximizing users right now. So I just want people that really wants to get in there and just have a chill time. And on top of that, I'm basically the only one that's like modding it, operating it, right? So I don't want to get overwhelmed with too many people in there. I mean, as you see in the Discord chats already, that you've seen like yesterday and like past few days and weeks, already I am having to spend a lot of time trying to let people know, hey, like this is not how you do it here. And I mean, the easiest thing would be just to ban them, right? But I try my best to be reasonable when giving reasonable reasons on why it must not be. And I just don't want people to feel like they're getting bombarded with notifications or just random conversations. That's that's just like the same thing over and over again. And I mean it when I say people need to kind of think about what they post. If it belongs to just a personal DM, or is it something that belongs on a public server where everyone can see? Plus, I encourage you to touch grass, right? Some people that are posting way too many, like couple thousand messages in a matter of a month or something like that. You really need to touch grass, is where I'm coming from, because the whole server is more, at least right now. I don't know what the future will be, but at least right now it's more of a more chill space where people can kind of just jump in and out, have some interesting topics from time to time, or share like a snippet of their life. Hey, I had a burrito. Oh, nice burrito. That kind of thing. And then have some things on VTuber side or game side, things like that. So it can't be like one person or a select few that's just on there permanently. For that, there is personal DMs. And again, despite my warnings, if it keeps going, only choice I have is to ban. Really, like, simply put. And that's nothing personal. Nothing personal. Just how it is. Nothing personal. But if you don't listen, I'm not saying like anyone in chat's like that right now. That's not what I'm saying. But if you don't listen, that's the only thing I can do. So going back to the reason of why I'm not actively promoting Discord. Again, it may change in the future, okay? Maybe I might change my mind and suddenly decide, hey, what we need in this Discord server is chaos. And then I start opening the floodgates. Maybe I might change my mind on that, but at least right now, that's where I'm sitting at. So I'm a bit more passive in terms of letting people know about Discord. Okay? Cool. Hopefully that answers the question. So if you see any people getting banned in the future, like don't take it too personally. It's nothing that deep. It's not that deep. Discord is just a Discord. My server is just one sand just one grain of sand out of this vast beach that we're in. So even if you like witness anyone getting banned, nothing personal. They're still free to watch my stream, but it's just that our directions of what a server is different. Simple. That's it. Hopefully that answered the question. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I'm gonna leave it here, and please have a good rest of the weekend. And see you next time, okay? I'll be back with more updates on my side as I continue working on my stuff and my daily lives too. Alright? Alright, thank you guys. Take care. Take care, take care. Luck on your journey. Thank you so much. Later. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you so much. Good night. Thank you, Jespero. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Thank you, Predacast. See you next time. See you next one. Thank you, Sakaki. Appreciate it. Let's see. Yang-san, thank you so much. See you later, Ricky. Thank you, thank you. Tokuiten, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Hikari, thank you. Appreciate it. Zavori, thank you so much. As your company, thank you so much. Mirage, thank you. Appreciate it. Zelda FMA, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you. Alright, take care, guys. Bye.